Before 2019, fighters used to get a new belt for every single title defense. However, starting from 2019, the UFC introduced a thing called the Legacy Champion Belt. I'll explain the design and the meaning behind the new UFC belt so you can understand more about it and see things that other people can't see. Hi, my name is Yori and I'm the host of MMA Intel. Subscribe and hit the bell if you don't want to miss any videos from MMA Intel or you enjoyed my last video. Let's go. Okay, in this video, I'm going to go through the different things such as the history, size and weight, design, customization, how the title defense works, especially the rubies, and lastly some special features. As I said before 2019, that belt for each title defense, so the old belt. So Demetrius Johnson, the former UFC Flyweight champion, has 11 title defenses and therefore 11 belts back then. The new belt was introduced on UFC's 25th anniversary and they claim that it is worth 3 times more than the old belt. By the way, Triple C got that belt first when he knocked out TJ Dillashaw. If you're wondering why the UFC changed the belt, it might be that the UFC wants something new, or one theory is that according to Michael Bisping, the old belt cost UFC over $300,000 to give out a new one. So they're trying to cut costs. However, the UFC claimed that it is worth 3 times more. So it is interesting. Tell me below, why do you think the UFC changed the belt and what do you think about both of the belts? So let's quickly go through the size and weight. The length is 15 inches, height is 12 inches, main plate is 11.5 inches times 9.5 inches, the side plate is 4.25 inches times 4.25 inches, and the weight is 10.45 pounds. And now that's when it starts to get interesting. The belt has 3 plates, 1 main and 2 side plates. On the main there are 8 flag icons representing the first 8 countries that were home to UFC champion. I'll list them out. So from the United States you get Mark Coleman, Canada you get Carlos Newton, Brazil, can't pronounce his name, I'll put it on the screen there. Netherlands, Vas Rutten, Poland, Joanna Jacek, Belarus, Andrei Arlovski, and UK, Michael Bisping, and lastly, the one and only, the notorious Conor McGregor from Ireland. And you get the 25 stones in the middle, with each representing 25 years of UFC at the time of designing the belt. The stones are white, cubic zirconia, and created ruby. I had no idea what they were and I had to learn to pronounce them. And the Roman numerals down the bottom represent 1993, the founding year of the UFC. And finally, the UFC logo is in the middle and it's made of high polished gold. The pattern underneath the logo is made off of octagon and squares. The octagon has 25 lines to represent 25 years of UFC, and the square has 8 lines to represent the 8 sides of the UFC octagon. Let's talk about the side plates now, but before we move on, please subscribe for more videos and tell me what type of videos you want me to make and I'll make them. I think the left plate is really cool because it is customized for the champion, so if I'm champion I can get it customized for me. The name and weight class will be engraved on the left plate, and the country of the champion will also be shown on the left plate of the flag icon. There are 8 stones on the left plate, and one successful title defense will result in the default stone being replaced with a ruby. So that's the ruby thing I was talking about before. I didn't know this, but the date and location of the title defense will also be engraved next to the stone. And you'll notice that it is only possible to have more than one belt, only if you're champions in different divisions like Amanda Nunes and Conor McGregor back then. There's really nothing special about the right plate and the letter, just this UFC logo in the middle. However, if the champion has more than 8 title defense, then the default stone gets replaced here in the rubies because there's no space on the left plate, so it moves to the right plate. I think Valentina Shevchenko at the time of recording this video is 7, so she needs 1 more title defense to fill up the plate, and then the other stones are going to go on the next plate, so that's really cool. Double check if I'm right or not. And one thing about the leather is that the buttons are gold and octangular. Is that how you say it? Octangular? I'm gonna assume it is. Finally, let's talk about the special features. So the women's belt should be slightly smaller, but everything else is the same. So in terms of size, the women's belt is slightly smaller. The very cool thing is that the serial number for each champion and Dana White's signature is engraved at the back for authenticity. Finally, if a fighter wins or gets a successful title defense, then they send the belt back to the UFC and they sort everything, including engraving the names, country, changing the stones, and they send it back to the fighters and the fighters have the belt. Alright, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and so thanks for watching. I'm out and I'll catch you in the next one.